What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How are you today? I hope that your day is going fine. If not, I hope tomorrow gets better. Listen, if this is your first time viewing this channel, first time seeing me, I thank you for giving me the opportunity to present some content to you. If you like the videos, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. And if you feel like you have something to say, go ahead and drop it down there in the comment section. Listen, if you haven't subscribed and you like the content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. Now that that's out the way, today we're going to get into a video of a gunman right here in Florida. Don't really know what happened, haven't heard much about the story, but let's check it out.
6 here this evening, some crazy moments in Brandon today as a man opens fire at a car wash and then began shooting at deputies along Brandon Boulevard. Sky Fox was over the scene, as you see here, as he was surrounded by deputies and then finally taken into custody. Let's get right to the scene. Fox 13's Josh Cassio is there live along Brandon Boulevard with some new info. Josh, this looks like a scene out of a movie, a very bad one. What have you learned?
Yeah, Mark, in the last hour, we learned who this suspect is. He is 35-year-old Daniel Leidy of South Carolina. And the sheriff noted during his press conference that just prior to the shooting, Leidy was broadcasting live on Facebook. We have obtained that video. It is part of their investigation. Now, we're going to roll some of it so you get an idea of what exactly was going on. He's sort of speaking incoherently, but he eventually starts arguing with an employee at the car wash. That employee, who you're going to hear from in a minute, is telling Leidy to leave. Leidy refuses, then eventually threatens to shoot the employee, and that's when the video stops. But according to that employee, Leidy does in fact pull out a gun and eventually fires a bullet right past his head. This is around 1 o'clock this afternoon at the car wash on East Brandon Boulevard. Numerous deputies show up, and the sheriff says Leidy fired at them as well. In fact, the sheriff says at least one round nearly hit a female deputy in her car. Now, as they continue to approach him, he keeps firing so many times. The sheriff says he actually has to reload his gun. Of course, deputies fire back, though no one actually got hit. This was one of those situations, I'll tell you, it's really a miracle that no one got hurt in the end. Yeah. Listen to that employee talk about the moment he was shot at and the sheriff discussing the danger his deputies were in.
He had it in a holster on his waistband. He pointed at me, said, "I don't want to shoot you," put it back, pulled it out again, and then eventually just ended up shooting next to my head. It's pretty scary, I guess.
He smiled.
I've been through some, but that was you get a gun pointed at you, you're gonna be feeling some type of way.
When you want to talk about the grace of God, here's another prime example. The round hit the vehicle just behind the front seat of the passenger side of her patrol car. A few inches forward, and I'd be sitting here having a much different discussion with you this afternoon.
What a story. Now, the sheriff says after all the shooting, Leidy gets back in his car. He calls 911 and is complaining about his mental health treatment. A crisis negotiator gets on the line, eventually gets him to surrender peacefully. Video from Sky Fox shows deputies surrounding Leidy when it's all said and done. The sheriff telling us he is a huge proponent of getting folks mental health treatment, but he says there is no excuse for what Leidy did today. He says he'll get the treatment he needs, but he's going to get it inside a jail cell. Again, the big things to know right now, the suspect is in custody. Again, no one, including the deputies, were hurt. And at this point, as you can see behind me, Brandon Boulevard, it was closed for at least 4 hours. It is back open in all directions. Mark, back to you.
Josh Cassio live for us. So glad everybody's going to be okay. Thanks very much. 6 here this evening, some...
Wow. Nobody got hit? That is a miracle. That's a pure miracle, because a lot of times innocent bystanders get hit. People who had nothing to do with the situation get hit, and most of the time the victim don't make it to talk about it. But it's crazy to me how the victim called 911 talking about his mental health. I don't know. I don't know how that goes, because I don't know. I just don't know. Like, I'm lost on that one. If he know that he had mental health and he shot at somebody and the deputies, I don't know. This one is a toss-up, because I really don't know what to think or what to say. Because if you have mental health problems, I think, because I don't deal with mental health, but a lot of times you don't know what's going on. And for him to get into this situation, call 911 and say he had mental health, something is off. But if you hear the reporters, they said that he was talking incoherently. Was he drunk? Was he high? Or do he really have mental health issues? I don't know. Who knows? But it's a blessing that no one got hurt. It's a blessing that no one got killed. I mean, but what I think too is now he's going to probably be looking at like attempted murder, because they made sure that they specified that the deputy almost got shot. So I don't know. But if I guess time would tell. That's all I can say. But I don't know why people go off the end or the deep end. You never know what somebody's going through. You never know what somebody's thinking. You never know what somebody is facing in their day-to-day lives, and you just don't know. Everything is uncertain in these days. But the guy who he shot at, the car wash employee, he was smiling. Like, I think that he can't believe what happened, or it's just shock for him. I don't know. This is a whole crazy situation, and I'm just glad nobody got hurt, nobody got killed, because this could have ended in a whole different way. Just like the sheriff said, if somebody would have got hit, he would have been having a different conversation. A whole different conversation. Now, as far as him getting treatment inside of the jail, I don't know. Because it's a lot of people in prison that have real mental issues, and you know they have mental issues, but they're in prison. I don't think like the mental health situation and the justice system go hand to hand. I believe it worked for some people, but for the most part, I just don't think it works for everybody. Because if you have a real life mental health situation, you would know when that person have a mental health situation. Okay? I worked inside of institutions and prisons, and I saw people with real mental health problems. And you could tell that they have mental health problems. One day they may seem regular, but the next day, you don't know who this person is. That's a bad mental health problem. And I'm not a doctor to put a scale on what effects mental health have on people, but I don't know. It's like he did all of these actions, and then he got on the phone to call 911 to tell them what was going on and to mention mental health. I don't know. I don't know what this guy was going through. I really don't. But overall, I'm just glad nobody got hit with a bullet that didn't belong to them. And if the dude do have mental health problems, I hope that he get them taken care of, and I hope that they get him help. But I'm just glad nobody got hurt. That's all I got to say. If you have a comment or a thought, go ahead and drop it in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Peace.